Grave Amish Secrets is my first Amish romantic suspense. So I got to throw in, lots of drama and danger and explosions and bullets and, that kind of stuff. You don't normally get to throw into your Amish stories. So, right. So that one was fun. Um, that one, what I really looked at in that story was what happens to the generations after a big painful episode in a family. And there is a fallout that happens generations afterwards. And it's been psychologically proven in all of this that this is a thing. And so there is a young woman. She is a detective, and her grandmother is still living Amish. Everyone, like all of the kids, like her mother and her aunts and uncles, all left the faith when their dad abandoned them. So he abandoned, grandma. He abandoned everybody, the kids, and he just left. And so they lost their faith, and they're like, "Forget it. This is terrible." And then a skeleton is found in grandma's well. And who does it happen to be? But it is grandpa, who didn't actually leave. Grandpa didn't leave. Grandpa was murdered, but murdered by who? And of course, the first suspect is going to be grandma, right? She had a lot of reasons to be very, very frustrated with this fella, and so as they have to figure out who killed him. And so it's a cold case story. And that one was just really neat to look at the fallout of these sorts of, like, even in, my own extended family, there are people who have made choices that really damaged their kids. And everyone always thinks, well, it's fine. Kids are resilient and it's my life. It's my life. I will make my own choices. It's my life. But there are consequences that will follow for generations, like literally for generations. Like, for example, if you have somebody who has an alcoholic in the family, you will have generations later, you can see families relating to each other in with the same coping mechanisms that people with alcoholics in the family will use. But there are no alcoholics in the family at that point. So they're still using the same coping mechanisms. They're still reacting to things as if there's alcoholism in the home, and there's not. And it's generations later because it's learned behaviors. It's learned this is how you deal with crisis. This is how you deal with scary things. This is how you deal with. So it's really interesting how these things can bleed down through the generations. And so I really wanted to look at that because, I have, my great grandfather was an alcoholic, and I can see how, like, my mom to this day does things where I'm like, that's interesting. I bet you that's because her mom was raised by an alcoholic. You can see how it sort of like trickles on down. So this isn't me like finger pointing. This is me going, hey, my family. Right. So it's very interesting. And so I wanted to look at that, how the things we do, they will have effects that will go on for generations. And so that book, I really sunk my teeth into that idea. And it was a lot of fun to write. I enjoyed that one a lot.